Hello students, I am teacher Kashmir and I'm happy to be with you for another topic in mathematics, which is the position and movement. Now, most of my students find it difficult to do enlargement. In this video, I will guide you step by step on how to enlarge a shape correctly. But before we do that, can we just recap what are the four types of transformations that you still can remember? The first type of transformation is translation. The second one is reflection. And the third one is rotation. Now, these three types of transformation will not involve in any change of size if we compare between the object and the image. However, in an enlargement, the object and the image will be in different sizes. So basically, for today's video, we are focusing on enlargement. Now, look at these two shapes. The first shape is actually the object, and the second shape is the image. Now, most of the time, we will actually indicate the object with an alphabet, and the image we are using the same alphabet with the apostrophe, or sometimes we call it prime. So A prime is the image of A. Now, if I give you that the length of the side of the object A is 2 centimeter and the image is 4 centimeter, and we know that this is actually an enlargement because it involves the change of size. Now, one of the important terms in an enlargement is the scale factor. The scale factor is represented by the alphabet K. Now, the scale factor will tell you how big or how small the image will be as compared to the object. Now, if we look at the diagram, you can see that the object is 2 centimeter and the image is 4 centimeter. So there is an increase of size. So the scale factor should be a positive value, and it is actually should be greater than 1. Now look at the formula so that you can understand better. The formula to find a scale factor is K equals to I-O. Now the letter I is actually representing the length of the image, and the letter O is the corresponding length of the object. Now by looking at this length of sides given, the length of the image is 4 centimeter and the length of the object is 2 centimeter. So by using the formula K equals to I divided by O, so we divide 4 with 2, so we come up with a scale factor which is actually 2. So in other words, the length of side will actually increase by 2 times. So what about the center of enlargement? Now this is another important term in enlargement. Now if we do a forecast, because we know that the object A is enlarged to become the object A prime. So if we do a focus at all of the vertices of the rectangle, as how I show in the diagram, you can see that all the lines are focusing to one point, and this point is actually what we call the center of enlargement. And in the next slide you will see how important the center of enlargement is if we are performing an enlargement. Okay, look at this exercise. Now you're given an object which is a rectangle, and you are required to do an enlargement with a scale factor of 2 at the center given. Now basically if you look here, the length of one of the side here is 2 units. So if we look at the scale factor is 2. So by right we are actually can say that all the sides will be double. But is it if you look at the diagram, do you think that we are drawing a correct diagram? Now, as what we see, it is actually seems to be correct because the length of this side is 2 units. So the corresponding side here will be 4, which is double. And the length of this side is 3 units. So the corresponding side here after the enlargement should be 6. However, the position of the image is incorrect. That is the importance of the center of enlargement. Now, basically what you should do before you draw the image is the focusing. Starting from the center of the enlargement, we draw a straight line to all the vertices, like this. Now, basically, this vertex should go with this vertex. However, it is actually far dragged to the right hand side, which is incorrect. So by right, you have to actually move the image exactly to the correct position. Now this is the correct position. Can you see that the size of the image is still the same as before? However, you can see that these vertices go with that vertex. This vertex goes with this vertex. And finally these two vertices goes with the other two. Now you can see that the focusing is actually in the correct position. Now look at this, another example. Okay, this is an L shape and you are given the center of enlargement. So by right, the scale factor is given as 3. So all the sides, all the length of sides will be triple. Now I just draw randomly the image any way I want. Now this seems to be correct. Okay, 1 unit with 3 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units with 12 units and so on. However, once again, the position is incorrect. If we draw the focus exactly at all the vertices, you can see that the position is actually not in the correct position. I mean, the image is not in the correct position. So we have to alter or to adjust the image like this. So now you can see that all are in order. Alright, another shape here, scale factor 4. So we can imagine that the image will be 4 times bigger. Oh, here we go. However, still, I don't agree with the position of the image. Now we just draw the focusing. Okay. So can we just drag the image to the correct position? And here we go. Now, the next one. Now you can see that the center of the enlargement is inside the object. And it is given that the scale factor is 2. So we actually can expect that the image will be double. Here is the image, but I don't think it's the correct position again. So how we draw all the focusing is like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have to drag the position of the image to the correct one. And here we go, class, students, and you can see that the object and the image are overlapping to each other. Right now, the question said that write down the scale factor and the coordinates of the center of enlargement. Now scale factor, you still remember the formula should be k equals to I divided by O. So 4 divided by 2 will give you 2. And if we do the focusing, the center of enlargement is as marked. And you can, since the question is asking you about the coordinates, so the coordinates will be 2 and 2. Last question for today. The diagram triangle ABC prime is the image of triangle ABC under an enlargement. The question asks you to find the scale factor. So the object and the image is given. So the scale factor is 3. How can it be? Because the length of this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we simply divide by the length of the object. Remember the formula is k equals to I divided by O. So 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. And the question says, what is the coordinates of the center of the enlargement? Now, it is important for you to do all the focusing. Yeah, here we go. And you can see that that is the center of the enlargement. Okay, so the coordinates of the center of the enlargement is 15 and 6. Ta-da! So, I just love maths and I think you love maths too. If you think that the video just now benefits you, please click the subscribe button. See you in my next video. Thank you.